Alright, what is up, everyone? Oh my gosh. Last week was crazy. I couldn't stream that time, but yeah, here we are. So maybe okay. So I can see Han and Bam join. Yeah, what's up, everyone? Few things I want to talk about later today. I kind of just want to start off with a few custom games first before I can get into a lot more info. What's gonna be happening with the future of this channel. Alright, hold on. Let me get the code in the chat and then, yeah. And I'll put in both map codes too. Okay, and I can see Jaguar in. Welcome in. The stream, I don't know how long will be for today. This stream was mostly made just to discuss something. Oh crap! It was mostly made to discuss a few things, but I'll see how much energy I have today. It just maybe there's an announcement where it might shout. Okay, but think about something else for a sec. But there might be an announcement that I might discuss about, and it might shock maybe it might shock you guys later on, but I don't know. Playing Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Nice, Jaguar. No, Bam. But it will be something involving this channel. No, there's no mob rolls. In a situation I might discuss about the future, it's a puzzling one. Because I'm not sure what's gonna happen. That's the thing. So I'm gonna get into that later. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy some custom games. Ooh, this is a variation to the push map. Yeah, I'm gonna save the announcement for a bit later because it might disappoint a lot of people. So for now, I'm just gonna chill. So, and I'm also hoping I can get a decent amount of viewers just to get the word a little bit spread out, but yeah, the thing I'm gonna say, not good news at all. Mosh will be back tomorrow, not sure what's it. I hope he's back tomorrow. It looks like Smart Turtle wins, GG's. Yeah, that variation's actually kind of decent, man, nice. Now we're gonna do Blueberry Survival. I'm thinking about something because I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream next week since I'm going somewhere next weekend. I don't know. And we'll see how things go today. You got some updates on the lore? Nice. Lore drop time? It's interesting. Oh, the lore drop. We're gonna be cooking down the lore drop. gonna be ascended on Discord. Because of the new iOS update, it might be hard for me to go to Discord. Maybe after stream, drop the entire update of the lore, so I won't have to go back and forth all the time. Because this new iOS update has really screwed up the split screen feature, and my god, it's bad. This map runs pretty fine too, nice. You got all the eye design finished for all the gatekeepers? Yeah, bet. Yeah, drop those updates after stream because the new iOS update has really made backtracking and multitasking a lot harder, so yeah. I know for a fact that the lore update will be a W, for sure. And I'm dead. Let's take I think it was BG14, right? Yeah, BG14 twins. GG's. You also made music? Oh, bet. Yeah, you really updated it a lot, probably. Did you send the link here? You can send the link on Discord because I'm pretty sure it's hard on YouTube. I don't think it's possible for a regular viewer to send a link. So yeah, Discord will probably be the best way out of it. Or yeah, Discord will be the best way to send it. If that makes things more clear. This is also the first time I've hopped on this week, so at least for Fall Guys, so it's crazy. The game's gone really stale. Yeah, put the link on Discord and I'll listen to it after stream because, yeah, they're streaming right now and I can't multitask too much because iOS sucks. So, yeah. The blue gatekeeper name is Yang, by the way. Interesting. Might need water, so maybe after this game I'm gonna get water and then I'll hop back on. So there'll be a bit of an intermission, but yeah, I haven't thought of my I'm pretty thirsty right now. Damn, BG wins again. Alright, we get water real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna get water real quick. Be patient, y'all, and yeah, you can tell. Alright, I'm back. I needed that water. Alright, and we also got 6 people in, damn. Nice. Oh my god, I was out of breath already. Okay, so for those who just got in, there was a big thing I'm gonna announce. It might be bad, but yeah, yeah, stay tuned for the big announcement later. You also had a concept about the 4 beings that have plunged numerous timelines as they influence mountains of other beings to become like by using tactics without fun. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, good lore drops so far, man. No, the announcement's not. Boom Blast Arc is back. Oh damn, I slipped off. I almost be spectating Scotty. First spectating of the day. Also, just want to say, I'm surprised this game is still alive. This game hasn't even gotten a single content update. This game hasn't got a real update in almost a year. That's honestly sad. You sent it on Discord, you can check. I'll check it later. Don't worry. I haven't had much time to do anything lately. Man. I swear. All of April's been pretty chaotic so far. Hopefully I can stream again next week, but now I can't even guarantee it. Tamagotchi, I'm not interested in playing Tamagotchi Live. That'd be a cool announcement, not gonna lie, but no, that's not the announcement. Is that no? But it was supposedly targeted towards April Fools. Because April Fools is literally the day of Rage Beat, so I got the most infamous day here, and yeah. Looks like Scotty wins, GG's. Is the announcement about John Milk? No, that's not the announcement. Batman, you know what? That's your alt. So, yeah. It's not gonna be a good announcement, but I hope y'all can bear with me later on today, so. Yeah. You know, I just realized we could actually do. Oh, I was gonna do. Nah, actually. Nah. It's not gonna be fair. Start it up right now. Is the announcement about me quitting? Related to that. I'm not gonna get into that right now though, but more on that later for sure. Sorta yes and no. But it will be something I am very unsure about. I don't know. I'll discuss more about it later today. For some reason, your controller isn't connecting. You need to play on keyboard. Like the keyboard's kind of peak though. I prefer over controller. But yeah, you do you. VG14 to the grabs as usual. Damn, you failed the neutral jump. The stream is called The Future of This Channel for a reason. And it's something I really, really need to talk about. And I'm dead. It looks like amazing here. 493 wins. GG's. Is this about burning Spice Cookie? What are you talking about? Alright, anyways, I'm gonna switch it to... let's do... Nah, shit, where is it? Let's run 1-2 Okonk. I do want to get something out of the way for a sec before I start. The channel points store has for sure failed. I can guarantee nobody has spent points on that store, which is quite unfortunate. No one has also used I mean, it's optional obviously, but yeah, the donation command. Wow. Yeah, not even been touched once. I'm more concerned about the channel points part though, because yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised nobody has used it. I'm gonna start this one up right now because this was a pretty quick one, so yeah. Hey, what's good, Burning Spice BG? Yeah, welcome to the stream. I have a good feeling that's another Bam ult. I was low-key convinced for a second, and then Bam literally just said something about burning spice cookie. And now he's talking about the Lord too. Also, GG's to Amazing Hero again. You Kraken? Yeah, okay, bet. You sure it's not you? Bam, you talk the same way as that guy, so... If it isn't you... Then I don't know what to say. I mean, it is quite obvious the way you type, the way you talk about things. I'm gonna start it up right now. I want to bring a few things up, but how can I say it without even begging? Because I'm not trying to beg here, obviously, but... Oh shit, Joust battle. I'm not really trying to beg anything, but... It's just... There's definitely some cracks in the wall I need to, yeah, like the light counter, light counter, the channel points still not being used. I know they're all optional and all, but it's a little concerning that nobody has used any of them. This game is Fall Guys. Shit. Okay, I can guarantee this one. This account is obviously you, Bam. Yeah, and right when I said that, you responded. The way you type, that's the thing. That's what always gets me. Like, Bam, if you're... It's odd because the view counter always goes up and down when you probably use your alt accounts and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I'm just saying. Yeah, the character you're portraying as is a girl. That doesn't mean... See, and then Bam, what the hell are you talking about? Amazing Hero wins, GG's. Bam, this is obviously your alt. This is obviously your alt, Bam. Oh my god. See, the way you type, it's obvious. Yeah, sorry, Bam. Nah. It's not. It used to be so easy to fall for that. You know, maybe 2 months ago it was a lot easier to. It was a lot harder to actually think it was your alt, but nowadays it's very easy to tell. Now, may I get mod? Maybe in 6,000 years, probably. Bam guy 1 2 3 4. Are you being for real now? And what? Yeah, sorry, Bam. Bam, by the way, not Ham. Ham, you're fine, but Bam. Bam, you're not like. I get it. You made Ultima Cookie Run Kingdom characters. I get it, but look, it's not working anymore. Pack it up. Amazing Hero wins again. Nice. Okay, so if it's really your girl, Bam, if it's really your girl, Bam, if it's really your girl, then make her join. What do you mean? No way, this is working. What do you mean? This is really, it's really obvious that it's you. My guy, long time no speak. What is the news? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that later, but it is not good for sure. And it is, but it's not. I'm gonna say this. It's not entirely official because I gotta think about a few things before I really confirm it. But yeah, it's just not good news. But yeah, welcome in. Bam, what do you mean? That girl is clearly your alt. That's crazy. He has to make an apology video about Bam. What? This is clearly your alt. The account was literally made a few minutes ago. And the way you speak as well. or the the way you type, it's very similar. But anyways, yeah, hope everyone's doing fine today. Bam, I'm I'm dissing your alts. Okay, Bam. If you tell the entire chat that that is your alt, I will give you managing buffs. Bam. See, if you're replying to your alt is replying to everything I'm saying about the alt. You're obviously using two devices. Join the NQCCC. What's that? Alright, check the Discord. It's pictures about your lore. Yeah, you can see, there's Yang, the concept of, the concept Time Looper. Yeah, this is a pretty cool concept art. And you have concept music too. It has a Crown Jam thumbnail in it. Oh, I wonder why. Clearly not an alt or anything. I'm only checking the music after stream because I don't want to be clicking off the playlist. Yeah, bam, now I checked the Discord. I did everything you told me to do. So, see, you even admit that you won. This implies that you had an alt. This literally implies to the whole chat that you had an alt. So that technically means I won. GG's. On the other... Bruh. Bro is not admitting anything. Bro is not admitting anything. Fuck, I didn't pay attention. Alright, I'll probably get to the announcement right after this game ends, alright. So it looks like BG14 wins. Don't worry, the announcement will not hold Cousins back, but I'll keep it flowing actually, but I guess I can say this though. So regarding this channel, so for about I think, how many years has it been? Let me check. Yeah, damn, 2021. So for a good 5 years, yeah, for a good 5 years, this channel has pretty much ran straight. As it had a few bumps along the way, but we grew slowly, and I do think we have a very good subscriber count. Hold on, let me check the next show. Okay, here it is. So I'm gonna say this: we definitely had a good run for sure. So okay, shit. It's hard to say because I don't know what's gonna happen. It can't be. I'm not. It's not. This is not really official, but in a few months from now, or no, let me see how many months. So let me see. So April, May, June, July. So until so around August, I might consider quitting because I've been starting to. It's more about life personally because I kind of want to. I'm moving out of my hometown. I'm moving to another big city so I can pursue my life and dreams. Start to pursue my big career awaiting for me. So, and I don't know if I'll have the time to stream anymore around that time. But the thing is, it is possible. I'm trying to think of ways I can continue past August, but I can't guarantee it. And it sucks because I want this channel to grow more. I know because we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're around 627. And I do want to reach monetization before August, so and it's not this is not a joke announcement for anyone who's listening, but yeah, I don't know what to do. I think my initial goal right now is getting this channel monetized as soon as possible. And I don't want to leave. I do want to move. I still do want to move to my new life and all, but I do want this to still be a part of it. And I'm not sure. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be continuing past August. But the thing is, on the other hand, there is a way for me to continue. I'm thinking of ways I can continue past August. I'm thinking like there are certain ways I can continue, but I gotta have really good time management, and I don't know how easy that would be, but all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna thank you all for being a part of the ride so far. And another reason I've been considering is because of the Fall Guys in general. There's never gonna be an update on the game, and I'm in limbo right now. I'm just in a big limbo. It's like a big puzzle. Not well, Bam. I'm busy with life. I'm getting a new apartment soon. Opening up to my big career. I'm gonna start putting a lot more time into it. It's big. In this future of the future of the channel past throughout the middle of the year, like I said, it's a puzzle for me, but I'm genuinely kind of scared about it. Hey, what's good, Velamir? Or Mir Gugu? Damn. And if you guys are talking about if anyone's gonna take over this channel, no one. No one's going to. I'm not letting anyone take control of it, obviously. Because it is my channel after all. I'm gonna switch it back to solos because Finals Marathon does take forever with 6 or more people. Well, because Pepsi's my twin brother. Of course we have close ties to each other, but I'm living far away from him. Once I'm moving out of my hometown, I'm gonna be like 300 miles. No, I think 300 miles apart, or maybe even more. And with this big career I'm having, I'm moving away from everyone I know. So, yes, that's my in real life brother. He's my twin brother, actually. If you're leaving doesn't mean I don't want to say that, Bam. But if this channel really does come to an end mid-August, then I'm gonna for sure say that the friendship I have with everyone around here is obviously gonna last. I want to keep that forever. Now that I'm gonna be like, it's quite hard to think about. Salute W Skycakes W. But I can't, like I said, I cannot be for sure on quitting. It is a maybe. Later in the stream today, I'll probably be discussing a roadmap moving forward. My initial goal, though, is to get monetized, or this is an or, by the way. I don't want both, but two goals in particular. Either get 1,000 subs before the channel eventually closes, or get monetized. But like I said, I want to repeat this again. I'm not gonna be for sure if the channel's gonna close or not. It depends how things go. Technically, I was gonna say maybe in April I'll take a break for a year and then return. But the problem is that I don't think Fall Guys is gonna be around for 2027, guys. If it is around in 2027, then I wouldn't even. If Fall Guys is still in service and it still makes updates past this year, then I wouldn't be making this announcement at all. Of course, I walk up. G Smart Turtle, aka Ham. If you're leaving, you have been a really good friend ever since the high tide. Between the two of us laughing, bantering our stupid jokes. Yeah, W Bam. You not gonna lie, you've been caring throughout the late days of this channel, and honestly, I can't thank you enough. You've made me happy on days I was upset. Yeah, it's W man. And you also are my most consistent viewer, so I am very appreciative for that. But yeah, overall, I can't really tell what's gonna happen in the future. But yeah, that's why I made this a little alert announcement right now, so people are aware of what might happen throughout the course of a few months. I'm gonna keep it as always, actually. Can you say W Bam's girlfriend? Okay. W Bam's girlfriend. There you go. Alt. But yeah, that's kind of the big announcement I wanted to share. Now for a roadmap, it'll still be the same usual Fall Guys content. That's obviously the main thing. It's the reason why I get views in the first place. Clash Royale OSTs, obviously. I will be considering doing other games soon. I know people have been requesting me to do other things, so can't wait for that. Might be publishing shorts in between, just for funnies. Like I said, I was kind of pushing to do videos, but I'm not guaranteed on that for sure. Not for sure. I mean, I don't know. The other reason I'm so passionate about playing Fall Guys is... Yeah, man. Bam, your comment really does it hard, not gonna lie. Yeah, doing these streams, especially with you around, they were really fun to do. And I mean it a lot. Yeah, I am grateful that you decided to come in here and chill and hang out. And the dedication you have, it really says a lot. I might make a, so... Yeah, depending on what's gonna happen, I will probably give updates regarding this announcement throughout the course of this month and next month. Just to make sure we're being for real here and getting things settled. I hope I can continue past August. I'm just hoping I can continue. Let's hope for a good future for this channel. And if we have to stop, then let's make it the most we can. If it wasn't for you, I would have never. I want to read this actually. I'm glad I could help you with that, Bam. I'm glad I could help you get motivated about things in life. And yeah, the lore we created, it's pretty big, and it shows our creative sides together, and the lore is it's really entertaining to read. I would even say it's the true Fall Guys lore. But yeah, the world is pretty cruel, but these streams is what helped me shape into a positive attitude. Looks like I win, actually. GG's. Let's do one bounty beam time, because why not? Despite the world's cruel nature, humans must be passionate and resilient to overcome anything. And I agree with that so much, Bam. It's something I've learned throughout the past few years, actually. I ignore everything. I ignore most of the bad things the world has to offer, and then you just have to make yourself happy, and as long as you can overcome it with passion and resilience, yeah, you could really overcome anything. Now, as for so for probably in the month of May, I'm gonna try to do the collab I've been planning out to do for some time now. It's been delayed so much. But there's a collab of 2 YouTubers, and a third one I'm gonna do maybe sometime in June. I really want to get it over with if they're available, hopefully. I'm gonna do other games too. Maybe not at the usual time frame of the Fall Guys streams, but to experiment on things probably. I think I said this last stream where I'm gonna be doing some experimental streams. Still applies to the roadmap. The music that you send is the music that gives you passion. Ooh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll listen to it after stream. Yeah, I'm hoping the music. I know for sure that the music will be good. Is there Fall Guys? No, actually, this is, there is Stumbling Men. But okay, but to be serious, okay, yeah, there is Fall Guys. What's the and the future? Okay, so I think I've already discussed. I think I've already said it quite enough. In simple terms, I might be quitting in the. I might be quitting during the middle of this year, so I can have time to. Because since I'm moving to a new city by myself, getting myself a new life, a bigger career. So, and I'm not sure if I'll have the time to continue throughout the middle of the year. But I did say that there is a 50-50 I will continue. Because I did say that I could think of... There is a way I've been thinking about that I can continue doing this. But, like I said, I'm not too sure. Okay, that's a simple summary of what might happen in the future. I will, and oh yeah, last minute, fuck. I will be providing updates throughout the course of this month, next month, and maybe even June. Wait, why is there the ball? Why is the ball from? Oh, fuck. Anyways, yeah. Are you in talks with Mr. Beast? No. If I ever were in talks with Mr. Beast, then oh, this channel could be blowing up right now. Are you in, Mr. Beast? No. If I were to be in Mr. Beast right now, I would have gotten scammed. I would have gotten scammed immediately. Hey, I won GG's. Am I Mr. Beast? Alright, let's not... We're not here to expose anything, okay? Bam, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you being serious right now? I do not have a girlfriend. Hexathon. Mr. Beast. Yeah, Mr. Beast. Beast. Yeah, Beast for real. And then B. Beast Yeast. Mr. Yeast. Dot. Yeah, now Mr. Beast has reduced to an atom. Anyways, enough of the future talk for right now. Did y'all go see the Mario Galaxy movie? Is Mr. Beast Thanos? I wouldn't be surprised if he is. I did not cry when I say that. I did not cry at all, fam. I was laughing because your message was pretty funny. Where are French fries made? Well, they're made in farms. Well, because French fries are made out of potatoes, so... First, they get the potatoes. They obviously have to deep fry the potato. They obviously also have to peel off the skin. Put some mash it together, I guess. They have to freeze them for a bit. And then deep fry them. And then that's French fries. I'm gonna say this about here's my opinion on the Mario Galaxy movie. It's okay. It's not a good movie at all, but it's not. But I will say this though. Did I just say that again? I had fun with it. It felt like a theme park ride. The pacing is pretty bad. Yeah, the pacing was really slow, but it's also really the climax. It was really fast. The way at no, okay, I'm gonna have to spoil this one scene where they get stranded on the Mario Odyssey planet, and then Luigi uses a communicator that somehow the observatory got in communication of, and somehow the Lumas knew where they were, picked them up, and final battle already starts happening. And then yeah, there was other parts of the pacing is absolutely slow. But I did have fun with the movie though. Great, you spilled the truth. You know, unironically, I just came back from watching the Truman Show like a few days ago, so I just watched the Truman Show. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and I forgot how good it was. Oh yeah, unironically, I just watched it. I am more focused on reading the comments than actually playing the game, damn. When are you getting Tomodachi Life? The source? I'm not gonna get Tomodachi Life. I don't think I'm interested in it, but who knows though, I might get it, I might not. Just the price is what holds me back a lot. Is it because Fall Guys is an AI clone? Oh my god. What about Tomodachi Life dying in agony? You know, if you think about it, the Mii's are actually dying in agony. Nintendo has never used them since. The Switch 2 doesn't have a Mii system. Nintendo Switch Sports, the Mii's are not the core aspect anymore. Mario Kart World does not have the Mii's. Yeah, the Mii. After this Tomodachi Life, we're never gonna get another Mii game again. So they are kind of dying in agony. Usually gatekeepers are the difference of the... Oh, that. They have pupils? Yeah, that makes sense, actually. It looks like did Addict Dimax win GG's. Hey, but there's a game where Silent from Fall Guys can battle the Skeleton King from Clash of Releasing Chips on Minecraft and Geometry Dash and Mario. I feel cool. It's a fever dream. Would recommend. Yeah, the ending to Silent versus Skeleton King, mind blowing. Right, get rid of some. I don't really stutter in real life. That's the problem. Every time I do these streams, I stutter. But maybe it's because I talk too much. Red Gatekeeper has a really weird eye shape compared to all the gatekeepers because it happened between them. Ooh, some lore between the gatekeepers. Erlong Guy can battle Balloonarus, the inflator, who also has the ability to gain 31 million HP for a turn. Yeah, that's very peak. Yeah, sure, you can drop it in Discord, man. Sure. Or Dilbert can battle Super Mario's head, just his head, nothing else. You know, that'll give Mario a taste of his own medicine for actually hitting on enemies' heads. He usually hits most of his enemies on the head, so yeah, it's already peak. Or the Diva Project can battle Queso. This is giving, I don't know why, but this is giving me some Smash Bros vibes. Looks like Jaguar wins. Jeez. Do Royal Fumble Bet. Alright, let me see what you sent on Discord, damn. Damn, the red Gatekeeper's eyes. Yeah, those pupils and the eye color. Yeah, bam, those are really creative eye. Those are really creative eye designs. Yeah, nice job on that. Okay, where is Royal Fumble? There you go. I can even see the scar on it. Damn. Yeah, we got the King from Clash Royale, Skeleton King, Bossman at Mighty Miner, and even Natureborn from Clash Mini. Oh my god, Natureborn mentioned. And I wish the Natureborn could actually appear in the Clash universe again. Yeah, once Clash Mini shut down, she was left in the dark. Notice how the scar has a similar color to the choice. The color choice present. I noticed that actually because the blue gatekeeper is usually blue and yellow, yang, but the red gatekeeper has that same scar color. Yeah, a good detail, Bam. I'm not gonna lie. We got Long Guys on the Diva Project for Fall Guys representation. Yeah, this is some Smash Bros stuff. If you're curious about any of the abilities, just ask. Describe the abilities of Silent. What would he do? Alright, sorry I was silent for a second, guys. I had to concentrate on the game. Alright, okay. Looks like GG's to BG14. Okay, so Silent was one of the oldest heroes in the game, and his ability is that he grants troops plus 3 attack as long as they have 3 attack normally, but also only has 14 health. Yeah, interesting. So he'll usually give, so he's basically, compensate is, his buffs compensate his low health. If you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, that's the type of game this is. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I'm already getting tired. Well, another lore drop. Okay, Society believes that the gatekeepers become corrupted as each weapon is sealed away, but in reality, only when the red gatekeeper got corrupted. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, the red gatekeeper lore drop is crazy. Because Rosalina, Waluigi, Henry Sigmund, Magic Koopa. Oh no, Magika Wizard, sorry. All Might, Blixer, Spawns, and Sisyphus. That. And while the other went onto hiding due. Oh fuck! I'm going through the comments like it's okay. I want to. Okay. Yeah, bet. Yeah, I'm already getting tired. I'm reading all these comments at once. I'm losing it, yeah. To be fair, though, I did not have the best sleep last night, so that's probably part of it. What would Henry Stickmin do, though? I'm assuming he's also a character that does not have a lot of health. BG14 Flinch, GG's. Alright, let me read Bam's lore drops real quick. Gatekeepers have human forms. Ooh. Some humans in the Fall Guys world. Okay. One mode I can choose. I'll do one roll off. We got Kane from Digital Circus, Albert Einstein, the Cookie from Cookie Clicker, Queso, and Isaac from Binding of Isaac. The Cookie from Cookie Clicker. Now how that's gonna work. Okay, so Henry is one of the most complicated heroes since you basically choose two tribes to decide with which grants his cards from those tribes specific buffs for the game. Yeah, Henry's for real complicated. It does make sense though, because yeah, in the Henry Stickmin games you have to make decisions on how the story plays along. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. BG14 is just standing there. Damn. And also, FYI, at the start of the game, every single hero has to make the choice between the Gizmo or Perk, which are basically extra abilities that you give your hero. Yeah, that could work, yeah. Oh shit. For example, Henry is one that lets him switch his buffed tribe every 4 turns, opening up new combos and strategy mid-game. Yeah, so I guess this gives the heroes a lot more playstyles too. Alright, bam, let me see what you wrote. Act 2 of the lore is mostly centered on the main time of Fall Guys. Some of the seasons in it, yeah, that. Yeah, if you don't like how Rascal Silent is, Hands Rocket only gives him 12 health. They'll take 1 less damage from all sources. Yeah, that's actually kind of fire. Yeah. Looks like Uzbekistan 6 wins. GG's. Act 2 villains will be centered around the Purple Gatekeeper and minerals. Ooh. If you want up his early game, you can give him the ability to grant all troops his 3 buff for a turn. Damn. Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay. So you can basically switch the playstyle of a hero during the game, technically. I'm probably ending at the 2-hour mark this time. You have to make the decision before the game which perk or gizmo you want to use. Each hero has at least 3. All right, so we do have to. Okay, we have to choose before the. Okay, yeah. We have to choose before the game, and each hero has at least 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that means there must be a lot to do with the hero before the game starts, even. What are they doing? They're going to every tile. Or they're jumping together on every tile. You're about to fall asleep, so you're gonna get going. Alright, bet. Yeah, have a good day or night, Jaguar, and I'll see you next time. Looks like Uzbekistan wins again. GG's. I'm gonna go check something real quick. Okay, so I thought the game was getting some camera. Some are better at early games, such as Henry Sigmund, while others may be good at tanking for late games, such as Case, who has 36 health and is good at removing enemy troops from the board. Yeah, so okay, I bet. Won't Case have will Case have some sort of disadvantage though? Like, and you will probably have high health and probably a high damage output, but will it affect his attack speed or something? At different timelines, early beings based on existing beings in the focus community may potentially be ally or foes. Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense a lot, Bam. Yeah. Yes, Queso has the disadvantage of -1 cool orb, which is the currency used to play the cards. So he's slower at activating his win conditions, and 1 cool orb is a massive deal in this game. Yeah, so Queso's more of a risk and reward troop. Or, no, sorry, not troop, but hero. You're rewarded for wiping others off the board, but it's in the cost of 1 cool orb. For example, the Hero Professor crits his only abilities that he gains 1 cool orb for the rest of the game after turn 1. He's consistently one of the best in the game, even at 18 HP. Yeah, 18 HP is pretty decent health. And because Cool Orb is one of the essential parts of the game, then yeah, you must be among the best. I'm gonna read your message in a bit, Bam. Let me just focus on this real quick. Let me see if I can make this jump actually. I want to save that real quick because I know I'm running out of tiles. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna make it. Evolution boss. Evolution Bandit concept. Bandit can teleport similar to Boost Bandit and does splash damage when it defeats an enemy, but dash is only 3 tile range. I think Uzbekistan wins again, GG's. That is actually kind of an interesting concept, Bam. That could work for Bandit really well, actually. Yeah, designs for which character? Okay, the Purple Gatekeeper. Yeah, I like how the Purple Gatekeeper's eyes they're more starry-like. Yeah, that represents that. Yeah, I think it does represent it pretty well. Kain is also a very good hero since he will over time build up a resource that allows him to play cards using a separate resource, so his combos are among some of the deadliest. Ooh. Wait, will that make Kain kind of broken, though? We'll assemble them. Oh crap. Oh, BG might win. Oh, I won, GG's. Oh, I'm gonna read Bam on the screen real quick and then. Oh, you also have a concept music for the Purple Gatekeeper. Okay, bet. Okay, Kain does have some drawbacks. Half of his deck costs this resource, and he gets it slowly. Okay. So you need to be strategic. Can't even pronounce that word today. Strategic about what to assign it. Also, the cards that cost this separate resource will become abstraction. Then Kain falls below a certain HP, which is a good card, but it can ruin his combos. Alright, and yeah, interesting. Like I said, Bam, I'll listen to it after stream because I cannot. I need to focus on the stream first before I can do other things like those. So, yeah, I'll give feedback after the stream for sure. Seven likes, nice. low gravity variation for this map. Another very good hero is Steve from Minecraft, since his entire gimmick is that he gains resources from doing certain actions that... Okay, hold on, I'm locked in real quick. No! Another very okay. Since his entire gimmick is that he gains resources from doing certain actions that are separate from cool orbs and can buff his troops for free. Ooh. Oh, looks like Uzbekistan wins again. Or is back to winning again. Or back to winning this time, so nice. Yeah, that's fitting for Steve actually, since he can craft certain materials and resources. Yeah, that it can give it. It can be pretty much separate to the cool orbs. Evolution Elixir Golem. Elixir Golem has a knockback ability similar to Mung, but only lasts for 3 seconds as each time you defeat it. The blobs get higher attack but lower speed. That's kind of a that's a good Evo idea. I could see that for Elixir Golem, not gonna lie. Initially, the price is outrageous. Say that again. The price is indeed Mashi, because it's like $80. Main drawbacks being that these can be hard to get, and diamond. Okay, so it can be hard to get diamonds. Most valuable resource can be easily denied. Okay, can be easily denied from him, and his items are not troops; they only buff troops, which can be removed easily. Yeah, that's quite balanced. Yeah, quite balanced for a hero that usually gets his own resources, but it can easily be loosed. That looks like a win. GG's. Exotic cards are brand new rarity as they are boosted cards, but with heroes and evolution abilities come on, which looks. And they cost 50 per okay. That's like, oh, that's overdoing Evos and heroes combined. There's another concept to limit the amount of gold inflation. You can get gold from 3 to 5 Hell nah. Oh damn, I win. GG's. Whew. Kind of been a slow 30 minutes, not gonna lie. And I feel like over almost the entire stream I've been repeating phrases. Then it started up again. Some heroes with delightfully weird gimmicks such as Janet, Hidden Chance from Brawl Stars, Galaxy King the Cookie, Albert Einstein, Mario's Hedge, Alex, Blitzer, etc. I'm kind of curious though. What gimmick does Mario's head even have? Alright, let me read that comment, Bam. Big announcement. Bam has announced that the Lore Council to produce more hard-work AI content and Boom Blast maps. Okay, that is rage bait announcements. AI won. So Mario's head gets to pick 2 power-ups to add to his question block group, which can be played every other turn. And when it's destroyed, his E gains one of his 2 power-ups to assist in combat. So you get a troop that can block damage from another troop, and you get a power-up, which... yeah, that's actually pretty that is pretty powerful. Does Mario's head have any disadvantages though? Because if he has a lack of disadvantages, then that might be absolutely busted. Another big announcement. ANC 129 has stated that Gatekeep making them twist bones and have no permanent. Oh my gosh, man! If you think about it, it is pretty common to see that trope in a lot of movies these days. So he only has 20 health, which is lower. Okay. I mean, it's kind of decent though, but okay. And his perks and gizmos are pretty bad on average. He can also get the coin from his block sometimes, which just heals him from 1 health. Okay, so I guess there is a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to his ability. I guess the question block troop can be a little bit RNG if you think about it. Hey, what's good, Ubity? I lost it, Yeah, I did. W Corny saying of the month? Yeah, thank you. We will also make the gatekeeper red to be an emotional villain. Despite his backstory being about mask. Oh, yeah. Bam, those announcements, man. It actually relates to a lot of movies these days. If you watch modern movies, and you'll see that same exact trope happen. Oh yeah, Ubity. I've kind of already stated it from before. I'll repeat it at the end because it is kind of long. So I'll probably repeat it till the very end, or at the very end. The question block also has a 1, also 0 attack, 1 health, meaning that Mario's head is pretty bad at controlling the board itself. All right. Yeah, that is. If you think about it, it's a pretty RNG based hero. Oh, we're just talking about a concept game Purple Rat's been cooking up, so. And Mario's head has to do something with it, so. Yeah. Anything else I'm curious about? So. You did mention, let me trying to scroll back up. You did mention, I'm trying to do this route, okay, you did mention the Skeleton King from earlier. Kind of curious to see what he does. Since the Skeleton King can spawn skeletons and all. Big announcement, we will also be making our female characters be more heroic with no roots about okay, Bam. Skeleton. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me purposely. Okay, I kind of sold myself. But all right. The Skeleton King's ability is that when the troop dies, he gets a soul. Okay, just like in Clash Royale. And when he gets 7 souls, he can play a giant skeleton, and at 9 souls, he can summon a graveyard. He can also spend 1 to play a. Okay, you're continuing. It looks like Uzbekistan wins. To play a skeleton, Giant Skeleton is good at dealing with large forms using his death bomb. In the graveyard, plays 5 skeletons behind enemy link, which distracts all enemy troops and deals 5 free damage to the enemy hero. So yeah, I guess Skeleton King is definitely one of the most complicated heroes in the game. Is his health any good? He does a lot for compared to most of the heroes. Yeah, Bam. I've already talked to him before, but yeah, Bam is really consistent. He's probably the most consistent viewer on this channel. His assault is 22, and he is actually really simple in comparison to some, but requires precision to play effectively. Alright. Oh, so okay, so he's simple. So that means it must mean some of the heroes have a lot more than what the Skeleton King does. But it requires precision to play effectively, because I'm assuming the skeleton's health, all the skeleton's healths are pretty low. Nick Purple Gamer One, you represent Sam with the and for Ivor and Cold War. Oh my god. Let me see here. I just realized I ran out of water. Drank it within the course of 2 hours. I mean, those announcements you're making, Bam, do relate to a lot of storytelling these days. Oh, not this exploit. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you guys do that? Yeah, skeletons are just like one-on-one troop, 1x1 troops, and giant skeletons like a 4x5 with his death bomb. The Skeleton King has some very powerful perks and gizmos to aid him too. So to basically compensate for the disadvantages with the skeleton cards, or the skeleton troops. What the Fall Guys is going on? Yeah, Fall Guys stuff. Surviving the night right now, almost 3 AM. Damn. It's about 1 AM for me right now, actually. But yeah, it's pretty good night so far. Anyone else? Alright, let me see. Actually, Purple Rat, tell me what's the most tell me the simplest character and the most complicated character. Big enough. You can also give. We will also give most of the storytelling to cameos who have no impact onto the story, but give more entertainment instead of the original characters like the game. So basically, comic relief, 90% screen time. Got it. You edited your profile pic as my drawing I drew a few minutes ago. A nice drawing. It is hard to see the profile. It is hard to see the drawing from obviously the YouTube chat, but if you click on it, then yeah, you can see it fully. The simplest character is Balloonurus, who has 34 health. Okay, so a lot of health. Grants all troops with at least 3 health, 1 more health. Tails gets good with a. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead already. The ball already got me. He also gets a free purple balloon, 2x1, and his net when he goes below 15. That sounds pretty simple for a character with a lot of health. Looks like Uzbekistan wins. Fall Mountain is always a bully to me. Should you not give character? No, you should give character development to the gatekeepers. The most complicated hero is the Magicka Wizard, who chooses to gain one of 6 elements at the start of each turn, can spend 2 of one element for an ability, or combine 2 elements, taking 1 each. Okay, that is pretty complicated. And the Magicka Wizard, damn, that does. It must do a lot for the different combinations of elements you can do. All you can do is watch streams in the middle of the night to survive. It's boring in the night because everyone is sleeping and there's really nothing to do other than doing one thing. You know, I can relate to that, not gonna lie. When I still feel awake during the night and there's nothing else to do, I would do the same thing. And that's just one of the 6 elements. Wow. Oh, I did not read the last one. A lot. These elements include air, which can give a troop priority for 2 turns to air, to give an ability regeneration for one for 2 troop, for 1 for 2 turns. For 1 air and wow. For 1 element. You can be 1 air, 1 death, and the troop gets slow. Well, that is a lot for one element. Most of them are more complicated than that. All on top of his gizmo or perk. Let me see if I can win this one, actually. And sometimes when you want to stay up, everybody goes like, nah, I can't go any further. You know, I actually relate to that so much. I'm kind of like that when I'm just up in the middle of the night. I kind of want to stay up a bit longer, then yeah, you just fall asleep. That is pretty relatable. Funniest part that he's honestly not that good. You know, for a complicated troop, I can tell that the air element, it's not as good as it seems, despite it being complicated, and that's just one element. Looks like I win! Opinion. Okay, let me read your comment, Bam. Opinions on the Red Gatekeeper eye design and his personality. I like it. Perfect for a villain. Opinions on the Blue Gatekeeper design and weapon. I also like it. It fits the personality pretty well and perfect for a heroic character. I'll probably go for I'll go for 6 more minutes and then I'm gonna call it for today. We have time for one more hero. You can choose the hero this time. You know, my favorite hero, I think it's Kane's. I think Kane's has one of the more unique ideas along with Skeleton Kings. Rate the Lying Fantastic arc, please. 7 out of 10. That spinning thing was going crazy. Yeah. Yep. The spinning hammer, it can get you at times. It can either help you get yourself into the lead, but it can also really it can really push you back. The Lying Fantastic Awards arc. There was a plot twist. I remember that arc, Bam. There was a huge plot twist because I didn't expect you were going to appear in that video. Bam, because you tend to lie a lot, especially the alt accounts you make, and the silly announcements you make. I honestly thought you were lying. Alright, Purple, let me read yours. My personal favorite is probably Natureborn, since she has access to Overheal, which is healing that can go over. And while you have it, you're immune to negative effects. That is actually a pretty cool concept. And she is also great for selling for Lake and keeping troops who need time to activate their abilities, since those are some of my favorite troops in the game to use. Yeah, that is actually a pretty cool concept. Energy counters control, which is probably the strongest archetype in the game. I think it's because mostly since she's a passive character and it can heal all the other troops. It can really give your push an advantage compared to the control heroes. Bam. No, you never lied. You sure about that? Hey, welcome back, Miraboo. More importantly, she has a Tanuki suit skin. That's pretty cool. Actually, I can see the Natureborn being in a Tanuki suit. Looks like H2O Nip wins. The more you subscribe, the more we make that red bean suffer. Yep. The red bean, that red bean's going through everything. He's been through everything for the past 3 years. Yeah, I can wait. I'll probably run 2 more games and then I'm gonna call it. Alright, we're starting it up. The King from Clash Royale is cool, so is Diva Project in case. Einstein is cool, Rosen is pretty neat, and I like the Blitzer. Those are some of your other personal favorites, Bats. Legends say that Nightbound streamers will keep arguing you can... Yep. Streamlabs and Nightbot will forever have a permanent feud with each other. Another red gatekeeper plans to destroy and kill every gatekeeper until he dies by colliding with the time vortex, which shatters his soul and body. Wow. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool for a villain's motive, actually. Think of adding Relcy from Deltarune next. And you gotta add more characters. Yeah, because your ideas are pretty cool. Who do I think would be pretty cool? Not gonna lie. Kinger from Digital Circus. Yeah, that would actually be fire for a hero. Looks like Mirror Boo wins. GG's. You went bowling yesterday? Oh, nice. Haven't been bowling in forever. Big Jump Showdown, alright, bet. And this Jump Showdown will probably be the last one for today. Bucket skin, yep. What concept should I add in the lore gap? I'm not sure. Yeah, because the lore seems pretty... It all seems pretty attached, so... Yeah. The concepts are going pretty well right now. Queenie would be a good skin. Yeah, I would agree with that. That was Kinger's wife after all, so... Yeah, that would be a pretty good skin. Alright. So, this Jump Showdown will be the last game for today. And yeah, let's get things started up right now. I'll probably announce things right now. So, go, I guess for everyone who just join on in, go to the middle of the stream and it does have the announcement right there, or the future announcement there. But as for present announcements, I guess I'm not sure if I'll be streaming next week because I'll be out again. We'll see. I will be guaranteed to stream again in 2 weeks, obviously, but not sure about next week. But yeah, obviously I'm still on the grind, and yeah, that's the little thing I have for today. But if everyone's curious about the big announcement, go to the middle of the stream because I don't want to repeat it again. And I'll listen to your music after the stream, Dan. Don't worry. I feel like Digi would be too complicated to add, but Hyping would be perfect as a hero. I feel like Digi's possible though, but you just have to rework her power level a little bit. Hey, I won the last show for today. You also looked at adding Astrobot, Shantae, SpongeBob, Pac-Man, Inkling, Bowser, the Overwatch Heroes, Rayman, Stumble Guy, the Bread from I Am Bread, and more. I can't wait to see what heroes you can cook up, Purple Rat. And you can show me again whenever I stream again, or whenever I see you around. So, yeah. Yeah, W game concept and W heroes. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here for today. I just stated the announcements, and yeah, see y'all in the next stream.